In 1917, young women were told they were doing a patriotic job. What they didn't know would slowly kill them. Newark, New Jersey, 1917. Young women line up outside the U.S. Radium Corporation. They're excited. $1 an hour. Incredible money. Clean work, sitting down, painting watch dials. The paint glows in the dark. Radium, they call it. The managers smile. It's safe. Healthy, even. It'll put roses in your cheeks. The girls believe them. Why wouldn't they? What they don't know. Every time they lick that brush, they're swallowing death itself. Here's what makes it worse. The company owners knew. From day one, they knew radium was deadly. But they chose profit over lives. They chose money over the truth. Catherine Schaub is 14 when she starts. Grace Fryer is 18. Mollie Maggia is 19. They learn the technique quickly. Dip the brush in glowing paint, put it between your lips, twist to make a fine point, then paint the tiny numbers. Dip, lick, paint, dip, lick, paint. Hundreds of times every day. The paint tastes gritty, metallic, but the boss says it's harmless. You could eat it, he laughs. It's good for you. The girls become famous as the Ghost Girls. After work, their dresses glow, their hair glows. On Friday nights, they paint their fingernails with radium and dance under the lights. They paint their lips. Their teeth shine when they smile. They feel like magic, like stars walking the earth. But here's the sickening truth. While these girls are licking brushes, the scientists upstairs wear lead aprons. They use tongs to handle radium. They work behind lead screens. They know. They've always known. 1921. Grace goes to the dentist. Her tooth is loose. He pulls it. Then another loosens. Then another. Within months, she's lost most of her teeth. The bone underneath is crumbling like sand. She's not the only one. Catherine's teeth fall out too. Mollie's jaw aches constantly. When the doctor examines her, he presses gently on her jaw. His finger goes straight through. A hole opens in her face. The women return to U.S. Radium, terrified. Something's wrong. We're all sick. The company doctors examine them. Their diagnosis: syphilis. The women are stunned. Most aren't even married. They've done nothing wrong. But the doctors insist this is a venereal disease. You got it from immoral behavior. In 1920s America, this diagnosis destroys you. It means you're dirty, shameful, sinful. The women are humiliated into silence. Here's the evil part. The company knew they didn't have syphilis. They chose this diagnosis on purpose. They knew these respectable young women would be too ashamed to speak up. And it worked. For years, it worked. September 1922. Mollie Maggia is dying at home. Her jaw is completely gone. The entire lower half of her face has disintegrated. She can't eat. She can barely speak. Her sister Helen sits beside her, trying to comfort her. She reaches out to touch Mollie's shoulder. Her hand goes straight through. The bone has turned to powder. Mollie dies that night. She's 24 years old. The death certificate says ulcerative stomatitis, mouth inflammation. No mention of radium. The company made sure of that. But Mollie isn't alone. Sarah Malifer's jaw crumbles. Marguerite Carlo's hip fractures while she's standing still. Hazel Cusa's spine collapses. Doctors across New Jersey see the same thing. Young women with bones like chalk, tumors, mouths that won't heal. Always the jaw problems. One doctor has an idea. He turns off the lights during an examination. In the darkness, his patient's jaw glows green. He understands now. It's not syphilis. It's the paint. 1925. Grace Fryer weighs 85 pounds. Her spine is disintegrating. Every movement causes fractures. She knows death is coming. But Grace decides to fight. She wants to sue U.S. Radium. Every lawyer says no. Too much time has passed. You can't prove radium killed you. The company says it's safe. For 2 years, Grace searches for a lawyer. 2 years while her body falls apart. Rejection after rejection. Finally, 1927. Attorney Raymond Berry agrees to help. 4 other women join Grace: Catherine Schaub, Edna Hussman, Quinta MacDonald, Albina Larice. Together, they're known as the Radium Girls. Berry brings new technology to court, the Geiger counter. When he passes it over the women's bodies, it clicks frantically. Their bones are radioactive. Their breath is radioactive. Their blood is saturated with radium. The evidence literally glows in the dark. The company can't deny it anymore. April 1928. The trial begins. The Radium girls can barely walk into the courtroom. Grace can't lift her arm to take the oath. Her lawyer has to lift it for her. Catherine wears a back brace because her spine is crumbling. Kinta's entire jaw has been removed. The company's lawyers claim radium is harmless. They bring expert witnesses who say radium is actually healthy. They blame the women's sickness on poor hygiene, syphilis, bad genes. But the evidence is overwhelming. Dr. Harrison Martland testifies about a radium jaw. He explains how radium mimics calcium, deposits in bones, destroys them from the inside out. The company tries every trick, delays, lies, claims the women are faking. But newspapers across America are watching. The public is outraged. These aren't faceless workers. They're young women with names, faces, dreams. Women who trusted their bosses. Women who were lied to and poisoned. The Radium girls become national heroes, not victims anymore. Warriors fighting corporate evil. June 1928. Before the verdict comes, the company offers a settlement. They know they'll lose. Each woman gets $10,000 plus $600 a year for life, plus all medical expenses covered. It's not much. Most of them will be dead within a year. But they've won something bigger than money. They've changed the law forever. Because of the Radium girls, companies are now liable for workplace diseases. Workers can sue for safety violations. Regulations are created for handling radioactive materials. They didn't just fight for themselves, they fought for every worker who came after. Grace Fryer dies in 1933. She's 31 years old. Catherine dies in 1933. Quinta dies in 1935. One by one, the ghost girls become real ghosts, but their impact lives on. In the 1940s, when scientists work on the Manhattan Project, they use data from the Radium girls. Their bodies, their medical records, their suffering helps researchers understand radiation poisoning. The women killed by radium helped save the scientists of the atomic age. Here's the final, most haunting twist. Decades later, researchers exhumed some of the Radium girls' bodies. In the darkness of their coffins, the bones still glowed, a soft green light, even after 20 years, 30 years, still glowing. Radium has a half-life of 1,600 years. These women's bodies will be radioactive until the year 3500. Long after we're all gone, they'll still be glowing in the dark, still bearing witness to what was done to them. Today, you can visit certain cemeteries in New Jersey with a Geiger counter. Hold it over specific graves. It will click, faster and faster. The women are still there, still radioactive, still screaming the truth their employers tried to bury. The Radium girls were promised beauty, and they got it for a while. They glowed like stars. They lit up every room. They were magic made real. But beauty came at a price they never agreed to pay. They were lied to by people they trusted, poisoned by their employers, shamed by doctors who knew better, ignored by lawyers who didn't care. And when they finally fought back, they changed the world. Every worker's compensation law, every safety regulation, every right. You have to know what chemicals you're exposed to. You can thank the Radium girls. They didn't just die for those rights. They glowed for them. And somewhere in New Jersey, in the quiet darkness of a cemetery, they're glowing still. Every click of that Geiger counter is a reminder. Corporations will sacrifice you for profit. They'll lie to your face while poisoning you. They'll shame you into silence when you get sick. But they can't silence the truth forever. The Radium girls made sure of that. They glow eternal, these ghost girls. Not from radium anymore, but from the light of justice they fought so hard to see. Remember their names: Grace Fryer, Catherine Schaub, Mollie Maggia, Kinta MacDonald, Edna Hussman, Albina Larice. They were told to be quiet, compliant, grateful for their jobs. Instead, they became warriors. They became legends. They became the women who changed everything. And their bones still glow to prove it.